Alright guys, you want to start dating again, but you want to do it right. Here's how. Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 tips on how to start dating again for men. Before we dive into these tips though, you should definitely make sure to check out our free online dating app opener formula. So this is going to triple your response rate on any dating site or dating app. And if you want to start dating again, the best way to get into it is to have a successful first message on a dating app. So do not forget to check this out. It's completely free. It's going to be linked above me and found in the description down below. While you're at it, do not forget to check out our free online dating app quiz, because this is going to pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. So before you send that perfect first message, make sure to be on the actual best app that's going to work best for you. So again, totally free, quick, easy, fun. So find that link to our quiz above me and in the description down below as well. So all right, let's get into it. So maybe you have had a bad breakup, maybe you're out of a long relationship, maybe you just haven't dated in a long time for whatever reason, but whatever the reason is, you haven't been dating, now you're looking to date again and you're looking for some tips on how to get back into it and how to do it successfully. So we've compiled the list of top 10 things that you need to know before diving back into the dating game. Let's get into them. So the first tip that we have for you is to take the time to heal yourself. So whether you got out of a bad relationship, a long relationship, even if it was a great relationship but it just ended, you need to make sure that you have enough time to heal those wounds, heal whatever was hurting from before. Not just heal, but to make sure you're completely over your ex before you dive into the dating world again. And this doesn't actually only have to apply to healing from relationship wounds or hurt from that. Heal from whatever is, bogging you down. If you're going through a period of time where you are heavily depressed or something like that, make sure that you take the time to focus on yourself and to, get your mental health up to par and to feel good about yourself and feel truly ready to dive back into the dating scene. Because if you are not, mentally there, if you're still hung up on your ex, if you can't even think about your past person without crying, getting ice cream, maybe you need a little bit more time before you dive back into the dating world. So also don't try to rush into it. There's no set timeline. Take as much time as you need to heal before diving back into the dating world. It'll always be there. So take your time, focus on you before diving back into it. The next tip that we have for you is to make a list of what it is that you are looking for in your next partner. So this is really all about manifestation. Manifest what you're looking for in this life. So it's really a good idea to take the time to maybe journal out or just really think about what it is that you are looking for. This can really help cut down on any confusion. It can help you realize quicker when you're talking to people if they would be a good fit for you or not. This can be a great time to think about your wants versus your needs. So maybe you want somebody who is, proud of their appearance, who takes care of themselves, but you don't need a model, you know what I mean? You might want somebody who is intelligent and who values constantly learning, maybe reading, but you don't need a graduate from Harvard or MIT or something. I would also recommend keeping a positive spin on things too. Instead of writing things like, I hate drama queens, you can say, I love women who are very chill. So yeah, don't forget to manifest. Something that we are trying to manifest is getting a thumbs up and a subscription from you. So if you're enjoying this video so far or our content, please make sure to give the video a big thumbs up and hit subscribe. So it really helps us out when you give our videos a thumbs up, because that shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content. So then YouTube pushes our videos out for more people to see. So we would really appreciate your thumbs up and your subscription. The next tip we have for you is to make some changes in your own life. So maybe you have taken the time to write down a list of all the things that you were looking for in your next potential partner. At the same time, maybe that person who you are after is making a list about their potential partner, and how well do you fit that list? How well do you fit the list that you think makes you a good partner? For example, if you're really after someone who values their looks, are you doing the same about yours? Are you working out, getting, haircuts, getting clothes that fit you well, etc.? If you value someone who is very intelligent, are you keeping up on your reading, furthering your education, things like that? You want to also be the best version of yourself, for that person who you're looking for, but mainly for you. You want to be the best version that you think that you can be. Making even subtle changes in your life can drastically change how things go for you. They can change, how you see yourself first and foremost. That can definitely raise your confidence. Could also change the perspective that people have about you on the outside. If people see that you're constantly improving, they see your haircut, your new clothes, you're working out, you're reading, you're investing your money, all these different things, that's going to be impressive. People around you will be impressed, which will just feed your own confidence back in the cycle. But again, ultimately, ultimately this is great for your own self-confidence. And you do want to be the best version of yourself. I mean, that's what we all should technically be striving for. So, and this type of personal growth is really great when it comes to getting back into the dating game, because you have a great sense of worth. You feel like you are providing something to the table as well as looking to get something, and it's just better overall. So the fourth tip that we have for you is to actually put yourself out there. So maybe you do feel ready to date and you feel like you're looking, but are you really putting yourself out there? Are you on the dating apps? Are you going to singles events? Have you told your friends that you're looking to meet someone so that they could possibly introduce you? Are you going up to someone who you might be interested in when you're out at the bar or the club? You do need to actually put the effort in putting yourself out there. Maybe you are thinking that you're just gonna run into the love of your life at Starbucks, but you never actually say anything to anyone you think is cute, or you don't try at all to talk to somebody. It's never gonna happen, unfortunately. I mean, it might, but you really do need to, as hard as it is and as daunting as it is, especially if you haven't been in the dating game for a while, you do need to make it known that you are single and looking. Now, the easiest way to put yourself out there is to hop onto a dating site and shoot off a bunch of messages to people who you are interested in. Now, if you want to make sure that you're sending out the best first messages possible to get you a great response rate, 3 times as much as usual, do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula that's going to be linked above me and in the description down below. This is going to provide you with the best opening messages to really get you a leg up on the whole dating journey, so do not forget about that. Again, it's totally free. The 5th tip we have for you is to focus on other things besides dating. So this sort of goes hand in hand with the whole making changes in your life, improving yourself, but you don't want to have your whole personality and life focused on dating. Maybe you're very excited to get back into it after having not in a while, but at the same time, if the only thing you really have going on is the fact that you're looking for someone to date, it actually might be very counterintuitive, because people are attracted to people who have lives, who have other things going on and hobbies, friends, interest, work, all these different things. And if you are only focused on finding somebody and going out on dates, it becomes obvious and it seems like a little bit too much. So do not forget to have other interests outside of dating. The 6th tip that we have for you is to set realistic expectations. So set realistic expectations for yourself, for your next partners, for dating in general. So if you haven't been in the dating game in a while, things might have changed. So set realistic expectations in the way that don't expect things to be how they used to be. And also, when you're dating somebody else, don't have expectations based on your past partners. So don't expect the next person who you date, especially if you haven't dated other people in a very long time, to be super similar to your past people. I mean, this is a whole learning curve. Now you're going to be dating different people with different traits and everything like that. Also, don't expect to meet somebody right away or to have the easiest time dating, although I hope that does happen for you. Realistically, dating can sometimes take a bit of time. You might have some duds you meet along the way, some great people, you might be rejected. So just have realistic expectations with the whole process and everybody who you meet. Don't go into it looking for only, a 10 out of 10 model who travels the world and is rich, etc. I mean, good for you if you find that, sure, look for that, but at the same time, realize that if you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for one with a human, and don't only settle for people who are out of your league, like unattainable. Because also, if you're only looking for people who are sort of impossible to find, like these impossibly high standards, that's also sometimes a defense mechanism against actually finding someone. So make sure to just set realistic expectations there. Also, just know that finding someone can take time. Don't try to rush it because you think you have to abide by certain rules on how long you should be single before you find a relationship. Just don't worry about it. Things will happen at your own pace. And the 7th tip we have for you is to understand that things will be different. So this is really important if you haven't dated in a long time. Maybe you haven't dated in like a decade for all we know. Maybe it's been a year, maybe it's been a month, but things will be different from your ex, from the last time you were dating. I mean, life goes on, life evolves. The dating game has changed it's changing constantly, right? With the way that the internet and technology continues to evolve. So just know that things are never going to be the same as the last time you were in the dating pool. The next people who you're going to meet are not going to be exactly like your ex. The way you go about dating now might not be the same as you went about it back in the day. Also, you are different, right? If you haven't dated in a minute, then you have changed, and the way that you see things change, and your age has changed, and what's appropriate has changed. So It's a new world we're living in all the time, so just be prepared for the change. Question of the day. What do you think is the best and the worst part about hopping back into the dating game? Like, if you haven't dated in a while, what's the best thing about getting back into it and the worst thing? So maybe the best thing is that it's exciting and fun, get to date new people. Maybe the worst thing is that it does take a bit more effort than you might always want to give. Whatever your opinions are, leave your comments, your anecdotes, everything down below. We love to hear from you. The 8th tip that we have for you is to remember to have fun. So this might seem like a super obvious one, but if you haven't dated in a while and you're looking for something serious, maybe you might be a little bit stressed out. You might want to rush things. You might want to sort of get the show on the road and get these interviews done for your potential dates and find someone, and you're forgetting that this can be a very fun process. It should be a fun process. Dating, getting to know new people, having fun experiences, that is what the point should be. So don't look at it only as, a means to an end. Also, even though dating can be daunting and you do maybe have to kiss a few frogs before you find your prince type of thing, try to keep a negative attitude away from that. That is only going to taint all of your experiences. So even if you've been rejected a lot of times, don't go into your next date or finding new dates with a sense of animosity or resentment or anger, because you're just starting off on the wrong foot. And it's not the next person's fault that someone has wronged you before, so don't take it out on them. So try to keep a happy, positive mindset. Know that everybody goes through dating wrong people, goes through possibly some trauma, goes through annoying people, all these things. You're not alone in this, and try not to take out aggression because of your past experiences on your next partners. Try to relax and have fun, and really, you can't go wrong. The next step that we have for you is to not rush things. So try not to rush into a relationship. Even if a relationship is your end goal, it's what you want, do not rush past the getting to know someone phase, the dating phase, because that's how you end up in a relationship that does not work for you, and you might overlook some red flags. So try not to rush things again, and try to enjoy the process. It's fun to get to know someone, to flirt, go on dates, all these new experiences, right? So a relationship might happen in the future. Don't try to push it, because that could possibly even push them away or push you into a bad relationship. And the 10th tip that we have for you when it comes to getting back into the dating scene is to be your authentic self. So you might be worried about pushing people away. You might be worried about coming off the wrong way on dates. Totally understandable, but the best thing that you can do is to be as true to yourself as possible, as true to your best self as possible, I guess. So you want to, put your best foot forward. You want to put effort in when you're meeting someone. You want to treat them well, but at the same time, don't pretend to be someone you're not. Don't lie about your profession. Don't act different. Don't pretend to have different interests than you really have, just to impress somebody, because eventually this illusion will come crumbling, and then that person will realize you weren't who you said you were. And how can you really give yourself a true shot at love if you're not being your true authentic self to begin with? So do yourself and your dating partners a favor and just be yourself. They are, dating you because they're interested in you, not somebody else. So be yourself, as cliche as that is. Seriously, it's one of the best tips that you should abide by. But that is going to wrap up our top 10 tips on how to get back into dating for men. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula that is going to triple your response rate on any dating site or dating app. That's going to be linked above me and in the description down below. Also, do not forget to check out our free online dating app quiz that's going to pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. Before you can, send that great first message, before you can go on a date again after a while, you need to be on the right dating site for you. So make sure to take that quiz that's going to be linked above me and found in the description down below. Now that you're just about done with this video, make sure to check out some of our other ones popping up on either side of me. And don't forget to answer the question of the day. What is the best and the worst part about diving back into the dating world after having not been in it for a while? Leave your comments, anecdotes, questions, everything down below. We love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it, and hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!